again, part 2 of the AH-1Z build. Yeah, I'm loving this. Yeah, what can I say? Right, go and have a look. Yeah, sorry about the state of the bench. Looks like a bomb's at it. Anyway, basically, one for a better word, all the consoles are done. I've put the decals on, I've put I've dry brushed it a little bit more. When it comes down to, I don't know if this has actually kind of come out on the thing. Maybe if I do that, maybe you can see I've dry brushed it, but I've done it with sky grey for two reasons. One, to make it a little bit more worn, and two, to bring out those buttons and switches all around where the screens are. Done it with that one and with that one as well. Bloody hell. So it's just telling me my eBay packages have arrived, and they did. Yummy, yummy. Right, so that's done. What I'll do is I'll affix this ball turret over. Ball turret, I wouldn't call it a ball turret. Points to note, you've got a big knob and a little knob. Big hole, little hole. It's that simple. And literally all I'm going to do is attach it and stick basically the mechanism, which is just basically two plates and a wheel, along this part here, and then pop it in. I did actually think that it might be a bit of an arseache when it comes down to painting it once it's on, but do you know what, I think it might be alright. Yeah. Or what I could do is put it all together and see if I can put that in separate. We'll have a look anyway. So in the meantime, what I'm going to do is put all the bits and pieces I can into the cockpit. I'm leaving the seats out because of the pilots could be going onto that, and I can fit them in that way. But what I might do is, just in case there is an issue, I'll affix these with some PVA so I can get them out. There's no issue with me thinking that, you know, oh, is it going to be strong enough? Yes, it will be strong enough. I've used it so many times, it works a treat. So what I'll do is just get myself a little cocktail stick, sort out the glue, and I'll be back in a sec. Right, scrap that idea. Right, I'm going to go in to use Tamiya Extra Thin. Reason being is I did actually spit it out, Lenny. Thinned it down my crystal clear because it was getting a bit thick, and I thinned it a bit too much. It's great for doing canopies and all the rest of it, but it would not be strong enough to keep hold of these parts in. So scrap that one. I'll just go for the old faithful. So just making sure that's in. Brill. Yeah, it's nice and straight. Where's the other one? Uh-huh. So nice and easy, make sure it's in the all. There it is. Let's get it straight though. Okay, right, let me just give that a few moments to set and we'll stick the main consoles in. Right, just before I put in the pilot's instrument panel in, if you are going to have the figures, what the the figure pack actually says is that you need to cut off, well basically there's a covering on here, you'll need to take that part off so the pilot's feet are not going to get obstructed. So yeah, so just make a note, you'll see it on the packet anyway, but I just want to just put it out there so you guys know that it won't fit otherwise. So put that in, there you go, it just slips in like that. That's good, it's got a nice fit that. And then I shall put front panel in. You've got it's like a larger rectangle notch there, or lump, and a smaller one there, and they just literally just connect together. He says. Just like that. So blob around there, blob around there, and just throw it on. Straight. Looks like it's on the piss a little bit. There you go. And that's it. So all that is done. Let me just take the camera off and show you from this angle. Right, and there you go. That's on the other angle. Everything's in that I want to put in for the time being. Obviously, like I've said, the seats and the controllers and everything else is omitted because also the figures actually do come with the controllers in the hands already, which is always a good thing. So I can now put this into the fuselage and yeah, see where we go from there. I've already test fitted it and it fits fine, absolutely fine, no problem at all. Oh, the only thing I've put in is you got that photo etch mesh, which is there as well. And once that goes into the fuselage, yeah, it fits very, very well. So there you go. Right, let's get this in the old fuselage halves. Okay, let me just get my seat up a bit. Right, I've gone through the instructions. There isn't anything else to put in apart from that part there. But before I glue anything on the fuselage front together, I should make sure I can get that ball turret in. Right, just before we do, let me just show you. You got the anchor points. That part there, you've got like a perforated edge there with one on top of the other. That just slots in. Got a part, the line there, and the notch for the bottom part of the fuselage, and one here at the other end. So literally all you have to do is just drop it in. Obviously follow the instructions if you need to. It's always a good sign. Making sure where that mesh is goes through the aperture there, which should be fine. There you go. There's a nice sounding click. And I think that should be okay. But proof's in the pudding. One thing I'm going to do is attempt to put this on. And see what happens. Because I would like to know that when I put it on, then when it comes down to the consoles, the front ones, that's tidy, that's really, really tidy. Yeah. I don't want to push these too much, because when you dry fitting, when you push these together, it's tight to get it off. So again, that's testament really about how well this actual kit is made. So yeah, I'm well happy with that. So let me just double check. Sinks and apertures. Yep, that is it. So let me just take that off. And then all I need to do now is just to glue it all in. So what I'll do is just pop that in. Right. Why is it obstructing that now? Alright, I don't know what happened there, but one of the parts there was impeding the cockpit and it wasn't letting it go in. So, but yeah, that's fine. So, let me glue this up and I'll come back in a bit. Right, I'll put the top side on, as in how it's supposed to be spinning around, and I'm actually going to put it in. I've put the top part in already and it sort of like fitted in, so I thought, oh okay. So let's do this. That to me, that is in. I think all I would need to do is obviously put this turret on together, and you've got two notches on each side of here and they fit in. So I'm just thinking, do I have a bit of a gamble on it? I'll get back to you on that one. Right, what I've decided is I've glued like the turret, or I call it a turret for the ball camera sensor thing, which is there, and basically I'm going to leave it off and attach that to that main part there, and then I'm just going to squeeze the ball into the two notches which are there. It'll give me a bit of play, not a lot, but I think it'll be worth it so I can crack on with it, because I want to try and get some more of the main build done. And yeah, I don't want to rush it, that's the thing, but I want to carry on. So I can put that just to one side and leave that just to dry off, and I can come back to it. So in the meantime, what I will do my final checks on the fuselage and then glue it together. So yeah, there we go. Right. Weight. It says 3 grams, so I've got what I think is about 3 grams. I think it's a bit more over. But what this is, all it is, it's blue tack with, I don't know, about 20 little nuts in, and it's quite weighty. But I'm literally just going to pop that in and just a massage it onto the underneath, so it is going to stick. Now, some of you may go, Lenny, that's going to come off and that's going to rattle. No, it won't. Believe you me, because what I'll do is once this is all tucked in, I'll just put a little spot of super glue or some form of glue, and it will keep that in position. However, also when we're, because I just took that off as well, once that goes in, and you've got the skids to go in there as well, once that goes in like so, that's not going anywhere. Honestly, that won't go anywhere at all, and it's actually in front of the skids, so it is always going to give you that nose down. With the resin pilots as well in there, that will give it more ballast to go forward, but I always put more in than it's actually necessary, because I've been caught out so many times. It'll be, oh yeah, I'll be alright, it's fine. Stick it on and it goes whoop, like that, and you think, oh for fuck. Anyway, that's it. That's all I'm going to do for the old ballast. So yeah, next thing is I shall just tidy that up with a bit of sanding, and then what I will do is crack on with basically getting the air intakes sorted out. I've got a part there that needs to go on, and then I will go on to putting the skids on, making them up and all the rest of it, and just getting these little bits and pieces out of the way. Once that's done, we go over to here, put more of the engine covers on, the exhaust, then basically we're going to go into the actual tail system and the rest of the fuselage. So what I'll do is, let me tidy up here because it does look like a grenade's gone off. Get all this out of the way, and in fact I need a brew, so I'm going to get a brew and crack on with that. So I'll be back shortly. Right, this will be the last part on this video, and that's just basically getting the skids together and assembled. Now when you do it, it does say to put the skids on first, or put them onto the actual brackets themselves, and then put them on to the actual under fuselage bit. But what I'm going to do is put them on first and then the skids. Just a point of note is you've got, what was it, A30 and A31. A30 has got a step, as it says there, and obviously that needs to be pointing towards the nose. So it's just something to bear in mind, and don't get yourself mixed up by putting the wrong ones in the wrong place. But if that wasn't easy enough, the holes on both of them are different, and they coincide with them, and they can only fit on one part. But just make sure that is facing the nose. So literally, just get a bit of the old extra thin, pop it on both sides. Just like so. Then basically I'm just going to hold them just for a few moments, making sure that they're pretty firm. Also with the skids themselves, there are a couple of sink marks there, and the same on the other side. Where the sprue attachment is, obviously you've got that seam line on there as well. What I'll do is I'll get this all attached and then fill them up with some liquid styrene, which I can do tonight. And when I get back to this, probably mid next week, it'll all be dry and I can sand it all off, and then it'll be fine. So, well, that's my thought on it anyway. So with those on there, hang on a second. Right, back in 1 minute. Right, with the skids, all I'm going to do is just pop a little bit of glue on that first of all. Just pop that in. And just make sure that is lined up nicely. What's wrong with you, man? That's nice, that's cool, that's in, I think. On you. Right, in my estimates, I think I've got these around the wrong way. Bugger. Or have I? The reason why I'm doing this is because I can't remember which is which. Yeah. Nice one, Lenny. Right. I think I might have been right the first time. Bugger. I don't know, when I put it on, it just didn't seem right. Anyway, let's do it again. Right, anyway, you get the picture now. So what I'm going to do is just glue these on, and yeah, bloody hell. Right, finally got it on. Jeez. Right, they're on. All my own doing, all my own fault. It's not the kit at all. So yeah, I'm happy with that now. They're on. And all I would need to do now is attach those. I can tell you're impressed, Molly. Onto there, and then we will be on the ground, but I'm not going to pop that on the ground just yet. A, because it's not secure, and B, these need to be drying properly. Okay, so that's where we're going to leave it, and yeah, super duper. Right, been a long day, been a very constructive day. Look at this. I'm happy with where I am with this. In fact, I'm very, very happy. Further than I actually thought I was going to get with it. Not rushed, just how I wanted it. Fantastic, lovely kit. And yeah, and may it stay that way. So, that's it for me. I'll probably get a little bit more time over the next week or so. I'm not working, And what I will do is I shall carry on with sticking all the bits and pieces on the outside, all the little sticky outy bits, and really probably that's as far as I actually will go. Anything else, if I get any chance, if I get a chance, what I'll do is I will video it. If not, I'll go through everything with you, just to let you know if there's any issues. Hopefully there won't be. And yeah, XYZ. Okay, right, I shall catch you on the next video. Until then, happy modelling, hope your builds are going well, and yeah, I'll catch you on the next video. Cheerio.